episode 332 of the Poor Horsemen. You got your boy LP, and to my left, you've got, from what we've discovered, it's pretty wild. A serviceman,
Salute.
a professional basketball player, a educator,
Talk to me.
a DJ,
Come on, man.
and low budget Joe Budden. We got Sip. All right. And also to his left,
Come on,
we haven't known what bro been doing for at least a decade now.
Tommy.
But we've got an entrepreneur, an HR specialist, an actor,
HR?
a motivator, a father, a brother,
There it is.
a son. Braxton P. Hartner-Brigg. Brother, how you doing today, man? How y'all fellas doing, man? How was y'all week? Man?
Oh my God.
Man, had a pretty good week. Didn't do much. Got a lot of rest. Lost my voice again.
Man, there's something wrong with you, bro.
I don't know
You
what's
need
going
probiotics,
on,
bro. What is up
bro,
with you,
my
man?
voice just be leaving, but I think it's from I've been DJing more. So I've gotten a few more spots. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
And so I've been having to talk a lot more, and my mic voice is a little different.
Pump it up.
Pump it up.
Just play.
Oh, I see what type of time y'all on today. Bet. Let me load my gun, man.
I mean, you could get a voice from Facebook Marketplace. I'm coming out hot.
That's a
That is the
dangerous
most
place,
dangerous thing to do in life. Have you ever bought something from Facebook Marketplace?
I have never even clicked the Marketplace button on the app.
I know a bunch of people that use Marketplace though.
Really?
I used it here recently.
You did?
And I had the person meet me at the police station. Bro, listen. First off, they was
funny as fuck.
They was selling something
Yo.
for way too cheap. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it was,
I already see what's about to happen this episode, man.
but there was no reason that something that the MSRP should have been $2,000, I was gonna get for $200.
Nigga was buying a generator.
Getting ready for the freeze.
So I told them, I was like, "Hey, this is strange.
Yeah.
I need you to meet me at the Pearland East Police Department, the one by the
post office?
cemetery and the post office."
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I'll be over there all the time.
So, bro didn't speak no English.
Oh yeah, no.
He stole whatever you bought.
Hey, it works. So I'm just gonna say it's in the studio now.
No, hey.
No, this is.
If you are a DJ and your shit gets stole, go straight to Facebook Marketplace. I guarantee you it's gonna be on there.
No,
the next
no,
day.
you being for real?
No, on some real shit.
Oh,
I've
damn.
seen it. It was a guy that put in the big group chat. He was like, "Hey man, I got hit for this, and this." 10 minutes later,
What was one of the items he got hit for?
a mixer, a turntable, and I think some speakers. Like
Silk,
he had his
I got
whole
news
setup.
for you.
He had his whole setup. That shit was
Hold
on Facebook Market.
I got news for you. We been saying we was gonna get you a new. We've been saying we was gonna get you a new board, a new.
Shit.
You
All
also
that.
wanted turntables.
All that.
I think I got us bro, fire sale. All of it was less than $200
Everything must go.
and a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
So, Phil, what do you think about Facebook Marketplace, brother?
Bro, Facebook Marketplace is a wild place, but I do know that a lot of people use that motherfucker. Like
No. They buy
for furniture, dressers, motherfucking mechanic. He's selling himself on it up.
I would never get a mechanic from Facebook Marketplace, bro. I'm gonna put my services on there.
Man.
I know how to change oil. Shit, I'm gonna do that.
What's the place that we buy shit from and it's hard to put the shit together?
IKEA.
IKEA. I got a nigga that'll put your IKEA shit together on that hoe. You can rent the nigga for like $75.
$10. Phil, out of there.
Definitely
Like,
$10.
Yo, you owe us at least $36 today, bro. What are you
Straight
doing?
up.
Like,
No.
Y'all starting off on
Man,
bullshit.
you
today.
can real, bro.
to the important things at hand, so production doesn't quit.
Because she's not even looking at us right
as they
now.
should. I agree with that. What do y'all think about the Texans, man? Like, season's over. How do y'all think we did?
I think we fared pretty well going against the referees and the Chiefs.
Yo.
You have to play perfect football to beat the Chiefs for the simple fact that if you do anything illegal, it's getting called, and it may or may not be called on the other side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They were holding Will Anderson the entire second half, and they didn't throw that flag one time. It was a lot of shit going on. But, hey, I was the beneficiary of shit like that when the Patriots was doing their thing. So, hey, do what y'all do, man.
Mm-hmm.
More power to you.
What you think, Phil?
It was bullshit, bro.
It was.
Them refs was cheating because we had the lead going into the fourth. I knew the Chiefs was gonna win, but I didn't know they was gonna win like that, bro. They were really, them refs was really, they played their hand in that game for sure. I ain't like this shit. What was up with Buddy though that pushed the coach? He throwing his helmet off.
I don't know
He-
what happened.
He thought he caused the fumble. So he was actually celebrating. And then I think what happened was he wasn't getting the response from the coach that he thought he should because he didn't realize that it was recovered.
Oh, I thought that nigga was on HGH.
I don't know what he was going on.
He very
Hey.
well could be on performance enhancing
Yeah.
drugs. But at the same time, I don't think he intended to push in anger. I think
I think it was like hyping.
he was about to be hyped, and then the coach
Yeah.
was like, "No," but it was too late.
Shit.
So it was too late at that point.
Okay, I was like, damn, what's up? He throwing his helmet off and shit.
That's 15
Like,
yards
that's
right there.
wild,
Yeah,
bro.
they got the ball over the 10 to start the game.
Bro,
I
that's
ain't never seen
crazy,
nothing
yo.
like that before. The thing I'm with you though, Silk. Like you can't give Patrick Mahomes any leeway because the refs are on their side.
Yeah.
This is one of the first times I ever really felt that way
Mhm.
because there was a couple times where, especially when quarterbacks, they got this thing where they're able to run and then slide the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Defensive players you don't know when not to stop.
Yeah, you can't stop the momentum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so you calling a 15-yard penalty when he's sliding when he's this close to you. That
Mhm.
slide should have happened 5 yards ago.
Yeah.
And they really hit each other.
Yeah.
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 So I just think that
Yeah.
salute to the Texans though, man.
For sure.
D'Amico,
Good season.
good season.
Great season.
All
Um,
things considered.
We won't have, I don't think Tank Dell will be back next year because come to find out he also dislocated his knee.
Oh,
I thought it was just torn, but he also dislocated. So he
Ooh.
probably out
full
all next year too.
Man, that's
But I
tough.
think you get Diggs back next year. Maybe
Yeah.
make some moves in the offseason. I think the Texans will be all right.
I think you keep that core together. Will Anderson showed me a lot yesterday. He was in that
I mean, he was
backfield.
defensive rookie of the year last
yeah,
year. Yeah.
You're balling,
like,
you're
but
balling,
he's
man.
that guy.
He is that guy.
He is
He
that
is
guy
that
you can lean on.
He is that guy.
Absolutely.
Stingley back there in the back in the
Yes,
secondary.
Yeah.
He holding it down.
The defense
Yeah.
did what they were supposed to do. I feel
Yeah,
a couple
23
penalties,
points is good.
a couple
Yeah.
penalties, in bad spots kind of
Yeah.
hurt us. But for the most part, that defense is nice.
The only thing I would have questioned was kicking that 55-yard field goal. Like, I wouldn't have done
In the
that.
wind?
Yeah, because
That wind took that
yeah,
ball
that,
as
it
soon
took
as
the
it
ball,
came off
and
his
then,
foot.
and then they was already on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Like, if I was, again, I'm not a coach,
Yeah.
but I would have tried to flip the field then. Just punt it. Just punt it closer
Mm-hmm. Little
to
pooch punt.
their side, see what happens. And your
Mhm.
defense
Trust
was
your
already
defense.
playing good. But I know Coach Ryan's was probably like, man, we got to get points
Yeah.
because
You have
they
to score against the
Yeah, you
Chiefs.
got to
need them
score
points
against
Definitely
them.
gotta score.
KC for sure.
And then we got a new star. Jaden Daniels is, legitimately to
Yeah.
me, is a star.
Yeah.
What you think?
I was impressed
Yeah.
yesterday with his poise in that pocket.
Man.
When he decided to run, it was the right time. It wasn't anything forced. It was like the coaches designed it was almost like they gave him the ball. And you don't see that with rookies especially.
Yeah.
And in a playoff situation, but I think they just leaned on what's been working all year. Like they didn't do anything different. They didn't try to go outside of what they do.
Mhm.
They were them and it worked.
Bro,
I think Detroit got a little beside themselves too.
You think so?
That trick play,
Bro, they was doing a hell of a lot
But
of trick plays.
and they've been playing like that all year.
Mhm.
But at some point, it catches up to you.
Gibbs a beast. He cold, bro.
Undeniable.
Yeah, he cold.
Undeniable. Great season by the Lions.
Yeah.
They overcame a lot the same way the Texans did with injuries.
Mhm.
You lose your best defensive player, week 1 or 2,
Mhm.
and then just slowly throughout the season, you're losing players, but that's the name of the game. Like, who can stay healthy long enough and who can play good football at the right time? That's the playoffs.
Yeah. That Daniels kid, man, the poise that he had. I mean, it's like he is a seasoned vet back there. Just everything was perfect. All check down passes look good. All long balls look good.
Mm-hmm.
Precise over the middle. I mean, all that looked good. He wasn't tripping. He was running when he needed to run. It was just like I'm like, yo, it looked like he been in the league 6-7 years.
Man,
you know,
14
so if he
games.
could keep that going.
And see, we should have known it was going to happen because, he won the Heisman. And our last quarterback that came out, Burrow, when he won the Heisman, he got to the Super Bowl way faster than people thought they would. Because when him and Chase kind of figured it out in the NFL, and I think McLaurin has really helped Jaden.
He's nice.
You got a receiver you could throw to almost every time. It's kind of like Kelsey for,
he's that bailout. He found every empty spot on the field.
And good receivers will do that for a quarterback. And that's what that off-season work is really about. Okay, where are you gonna be running to, so I can know where I need to be at in the field, because I know you always gonna be looking in those directions.
Right.
And McLaurin he was open almost every play.
All the time.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Detroit was doing in the secondary. Like, he was open almost every play.
They were a little lost.
And
they lost somebody in the early part of the game.
Yeah,
right?
he
broke his arm.
Yeah,
I saw him laying on the ground. I thought it was a dislocated shoulder, but
that was gross.
His arm was broken.
Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah. But again, injuries.
Yeah.
Injuries. That's a key injury to the secondary.
Injuries. And before we close this one out, what y'all think? Do they have a chance again? I personally think Washington beats the Rams. I don't know if they could beat Philadelphia.
I think they can beat the Rams for sure.
But I think they could beat the Rams. But I don't know if they can beat Philly.
Yeah.
Because Philly going to run that ball right at
Saquon Barkley. He's on a different level, bro.
That dude. Did y'all see, I saw a clip of, I want to say it was Derrick Henry. And he was saying that there's like basically a group chat of the best running backs in the league. And they all discussed how they are going to revive the position. Because in the last, 5-6 years, the running back position has become kind of
that's true.
obsolete in the way that we knew it growing up, where you hand the ball off and they get yards. You know what I'm saying? Like being a running back, they become more of a you move them to the slide, or you got them running in the flats and running routes and stuff like that. I think they were basically saying, how are we going to get this running back position to be more valuable to the league?
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
And it's working, because you got Derrick Henry, who had a great year. Saquon Barkley almost broke the record. Like, I think they on the right track.
Why didn't you let him break the record?
I think he opted out.
Why? I don't understand niggas.
I don't know. I'm breaking that record. I don't give a damn. If we,
I'm breaking a record.
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
I'm breaking that rushing record. I'm
want
sorry.
A record.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't have a record in life at all.
Right.
Like, give me something.
Yes,
some type of.
What can I hang my hat on right now?
Bro,
Nothing.
That may not be broken for some time because of the way the position is.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. You got a chance to break. Just break the just break it.
Couple yards.
Yeah, I'm tired of Eric Dickerson walking around like he's
With chest
special. Yeah, bro. Like, we're tired of you. Like, we need some new people to break this record.
Man.
He was nice too.
He was nice. He was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess last episode I found out that he must have played with Joe Theismann also. I didn't even know.
Yo.
I felt bad about that. Like, I really felt bad.
People was like, no
we
way,
should have
Joe
went in.
Theismann.
We should have went in on him a little more
I had
about
no
that.
clue.
We really
Joe
let him make it.
Theismann is 90 years old. Bro, that shit was funny. I'm like, nah, that nigga ain't 90.
Joe Theismann like my dad age, bro.
Hey, that's your dad's fault. This episode is brought to you by Bank on Bryant and Crockett Law, your personal injury specialist. We also just recently dropped a latest Call Your Attorney. He gave y'all some game about getting in accidents and icing and getting it paid for. So you can go watch that, try to figure out what's going on. If you need a new car, if you need some new game, go watch that episode. We just dropped it yesterday. So follow him, Bank on Bryant, Crockett.law, for all your personal injury needs.
All right. So something a little nostalgic for me is the situation that's kind of going on with Cameron and Jim Jones. Fellas, have y'all kind of seen what's been going on?
For sure. Yeah.
So with that, I'm a little confused because, you had the rumors of them not seeing eye to eye for years and years and years, right? and then you see them together.
Mm-hmm.
You see them at the award. You see them at award shows. You see them at versus. You see them doing things that get money, right? But then you see this. Cam goes on his show, and he goes on his rant responding to Jim, and their problems. And my question for you guys is there a point where the business, the money, and the things that are tied to you guys' friendship, right? Because we know Dipset to be more than just like a rap group. Like it was a group of friends that had started something to the naked eye, to us, the outside looking in. Does there come to a point, Phil, I'll start with you. Does there come a point where even in our friendship, we having these problems, but does the business outweigh what we're doing as friends?
Man, this question is so deep, folks.
It is. It's a little layered.
Bullshit you. Hold on, folks. I wasn't prepared for this shit. Shit kind of hit a nigga in the chest. That's all 5. But look, I say this when doing business with friends. As hard as this is going to be, you have to try to separate the two. You have to, because that person may expect you to treat them a certain type of way because you might be family, you might be a friend of a friend or whatever. So they probably think they supposed to get special treatment. You expecting them to do a great job. You done gave them an opportunity. It's like, I don't know, man. I just say you have to separate the two. That would be my thing. And it's very difficult to do that, especially when you're working with someone that you probably do care about or built something with. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
And that was the part that I liked about the Cam response is that he really could have, like, we know Cam. Like, Cam is a funny dude. Like, he gonna roast. He gonna really, really, really go in. And I think he went in enough. It was like a pow-pow to, like, let him know, like, all right, I'm going to say this, but I still love you, dog. I'm not going to go in like I could have went in.
He went in about a couple years ago, back when he was sitting at the table. He went in on
But he said that it was basically saying the same thing. Like, you were just a nice guy on the block. Like, it's funny because coming from
funny, bro.
it's funny coming from Cam.
No, when he said, bro, everyone that puts hands on you still is your friend. Like, bro, that shit was so funny, bro. Like, Cam is a funny nigga, man. And Mace is a funny. Why is that nigga head?
You owe $39.
No, folks' head go up like an anvil. Like, nah, that's some wild shit. Mace was that nigga. Oh, man, I can't. I owe another 5, man. That's crazy, bro.
But you say separate, but it's difficult.
Yeah, it is.
I would think it would
hard.
be difficult to separate the two just because, that emotional tie that you have with the friendship. I think it's necessary to separate, but, like, how do you separate that?
Yeah, I think it's difficult because also people come from different lenses as it relates to business. Like, from seeing their relationship, it seems like Cam has always been about the business.
Yep.
Where the others may have been about the turn up, the environment, and what the business brought them. So they even talked about the conversation around verses. Like, Cam, according to him, didn't really want to do verses because the check wasn't where it needed to be.
Money wasn't right.
So he was like, hey, we should do this tour with the Locks instead. I got this set up on the back end versus us doing this versus that could dilute the tour. So, and what happens is there's a level of sophistication in, like, some of those conversations that everyone's not involved in.
Right.
So some people, they just need to get the information, and then some people need to be a part of gathering the information. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So in a relationship, especially a group as big as theirs.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember, how many people was in Dipset at one
You
point?
had Jim, Freaky, Jewels, Cam, and then all the other
that's what I'm saying. And then
guys that was
everybody
around.
that's around them, right?
J.R.
Yeah, like
Ryder,
there's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So some of those just need to, hey, this is what we're doing, and then fall in line. And then others, you may have a smaller circle
Mm.
that, hey, let's talk amongst what really may happen.
Right.
And I think that's the problem a lot of times in friendships and businesses, because everyone isn't entitled to everything
In the
like,
business part.
in the business part,
Mhm.
but also not in the friends part,
Mhm.
because everybody don't get invited to all the stuff.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Everybody ain't at all the events. Like, that's just the nature of relationships, and relationships are tough because
Yeah.
there's always going to be a give and a take.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's just in life in general.
Mhm,
I mean, in spouse, there's a give and take.
Mhm.
Significant other, give and take. And sometimes those decisions make people feel away. And I'm
Yeah.
sure Jim was probably thinking, nah, bro, I beat up people for you.
Yeah.
Like, I done punched on people. I've
Mhm.
risked my life
Yeah.
for Dipset.
Mhm.
Have you?
Yeah.
We don't know if Cam has. I haven't seen the evidence of that according to what Jim is freestyling about now.
Yeah.
And that's where some of that can be challenging. But here, I'll maybe pivot that question then,
Mm.
because what do you think? Should it be separated, or can they coexist?
I think everybody can coexist if you are putting the business first.
Okay.
If you put the business first,
Mhm.
that's black and white.
Are you really friends then, though?
I think you could be off to the side.
What if the business fails?
Then our friendship is still there.
See, that's where it gets a little tricky,
Mm.
because especially if people are like, man, you relying on a certain level of income,
Yeah.
and that's gone. And let's say one of y'all, in this example, Cam and Mace,
Mhm.
they've been able to still
Cam.
get it. The
Yeah.
rest of us ain't getting it no more.
Yeah.
Like, that's the weird thing about,
Yeah.
Interpersonal relationships, because there's always some jockeying for position.
But okay. So in a situation like LeBron,
Yeah.
all of his friends are his business partners. Like, everybody you see around him are guys that he grew up with in Akron. So do you think that there is a necessity for a chain of command and
Correct.
a hierarchy?
They all knew we need to do whatever we can to get LeBron to where LeBron is.
Mhm.
Like Kevin Hart, Plastic Cup Boys, all of them know
He's the guy.
we have to do what we need to do
Mm-hmm.
to get Kevin Hart to be Kevin Hart.
Yeah, man.
But that requires you to remove
Ego, you got to be
Ego.
humble.
Play your part.
Play your part.
play your part.
Play your fucking part. Bro.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't like to play their part, and
Yeah.
if you, especially groups of men,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like I'll be honest, I'll defer. Like this, if I were to be an outsider looking at the show, like feels the show to me, unique stories. He's a Houstonian.
Mhm.
A lot of people already know him here. Like, there's some things that he's willing to divulge that some of us aren't. Like, so if I was an outsider looking in, that's so. Hey, what do we got to do to make sure we push that?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, what do we need to do to cultivate that more? That's just an example.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But some people won't look at it that way.
Mhm.
Like Kevin Hart is where Kevin Hart is because of the Plastic Cup Boys.
Yeah.
But they prop him up, and then it's like a trickle down.
The Wu-Tang Clan worked because once they figured out meth and probably Raekwon,
Ghost. I would say meth, and then ODB at one point.
ODB,
I think they all had their runs.
rotated.
They kind of all had their
And
runs.
I think they pushed each other
Yeah.
in
for
different
sure.
ways, and I
definitely.
think that's an important piece that you got to do. Like, someone's got to take the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, if you look at examples like Wu-Tang,
Yeah.
it was all of them at first. Like, they were packaged.
Mhm.
And then when you added meth, it was like, oh, man, he's a little different. Like, we have to feature him.
Mhm.
And then that just benefited everybody, because now you can come out with, the Ray album, the Ghost album, you know what I'm saying?
Them some tough boys.
They was, man.
Wu-Tang,
Yeah.
some tough boys, man.
Because we pay attention to him,
Yep.
we going to pay attention to all
50
of y'all.
Cent gave that same. He just did an interview. I don't remember where it was,
Mhm.
so correct me if I'm wrong. But he talked about, hey, do y'all know who D12 is?
Exactly.
Eminem had to jump out
Mm-hmm.
and release a few albums before,
Mm.
and then start putting them on the albums.
Yeah.
Then the next thing you know, you got the weird dude with his own album. What was his name?
The big dude.
The big dude, the weird dude.
Yeah, I forgot.
We
his
never
name.
would have listened to him in
Yeah.
life. That's why we don't know his name now.
I'm about
His
to get
bars was kind
and
of
I'm about
funny.
to get my
They
Detroit
was
card
funny.
too.
Yeah, you are. You're out of there now. You're out of there.
Yeah.
But he said the same thing about G Unit. He was like, look,
Yeah.
we had to get this one out. We had to get that one out. Then I was like, nah, Lloyd coming, Game coming, Buck, and Yayo. Like, and he gave like a rundown. He was like, "Hey, they knew I had to get up there in order for everybody else to come there
because we gonna pay attention to everybody."
Yeah,
because it's like coaching, right? We tell all of our guys, "Hey, if they're coming to see him, they're gonna see you too." So stop trying to do extra stuff to draw attention to yourself. They're coming. Like every game that De'Aaron Fox played in, he got somebody a scholarship.
Yeah.
Because when he was playing in high school, every game they matched up, there was a coach there. And that coach, it was coaches there that knew I'm probably not going to get Fox.
Yeah.
I'm going to come see him and do my due diligence because that's my job. But who is that kid?
Carson Edwards the same way here. Because Carson and De'Aaron were on the same AAU team. My guy, C-Don Bradley, shout out to him. He used to coach, I can't remember the name of their team, but I used to help them every so often. It was the first time I ever seen like a seventh grader dunking. Yeah. Because Carson Edwards was like 5 feet, but already had bounce.
Yeah.
And I can remember going to one of those games before they went to Orlando to like the Nationals. Bro, there was so many coaches in there, but I know who they were coming to see. But there was dogs on the other side of the court that was like, nah, this is my time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you got to do that in like, now, I know that we kind of strayed away from the business conversation, but it's about sometimes one person is going to get elevated or one group, a couple in the group. And then from there, everybody can benefit from that.
But you have to be okay with that one person being the guy.
Yeah.
And we've seen it throughout hip-hop history. Yeah, Jay-Z with Rockefeller. You know, then the Young Guns, Beanie Siegel, all those, Memphis Bleak, those guys follow. And then you have Biggie with Bad Boy, and then we get introduced to Lil' Kim and Junior Mafia and Lil C's and all of that. Nelly with the Saint Lunatics. Like, we know a lot of these people because of that one person.
But on the business side, though, you know, my stance is that it's hard to be friends and in business.
Yeah.
You do have to separate it, because what happens, though, most businesses, these relationships like this, they falter, but you don't see them because the people aren't public.
Right.
Like, we know Dame and Jay because they're public.
Yes.
We know Kim and, you know, Jim Jones because it's public. But bro, I be in boardrooms. They be beefing. But what's your stance though, Phil?
I really don't give a damn. But I'm just keeping it real. But bro, just going back to my past history, like working at Lily's Closet with my ex-fiance, we had like family working for us, and it come a time where you know, we would go home at night and be like, yo, how we gonna talk to this person?
We gotta fire cuz.
And it'll always be like put on me, like, no, you good at firing people. Like, no, I ain't.
You are HR.
You HR, bro.
People, you know,
gonna drop that severance package, my boy.
Especially people that you know or that you know, man, that shit is tough, man.
Yeah.
So when they say like don't hire family, it's for your own good.
Yeah.
It really is though. For that person's good, because that person think they getting off easy.
They entitled.
That's my
motherfucking birthday right there. Man, get your ass to work, folks. That bullshit. And get to work. No, but that's the thing, man. When you hire your people, man, that's my motherfucker cousin right there, man. All that old shit. Man, we work.
Yeah.
We work. I remember one time, my brother needed some sneakers. I'm like, yo, you come work with me and my ex-fiance. He was like, all right. Man, that boy worked. He was like, no, y'all really be working over here, bro.
Thought it was sweet.
He thought it was so sweet. He was like, oh, they just packaging up women's clothes. Bro was exhausted.
He quit
immediately. I gave him his little bread, but yeah, bro, you gotta really work, man. You gotta work, bro. Some people don't understand that shit.
Yeah.
So, man, I've been with my son, man, at these AAU games, at these AAU tournaments, and it's fun. First and foremost, it's fun. But I'm a person that's very observant, right? And these AAU moms are crazy. And I know that it's like, that's their baby out there, but they be about to lose it in there, bro. cheering for their baby. But what I want to point out is, fellas, yeah, we got to be a part of our kids' lives, bro. Because they need that balance at the game. They need that balance at the game, man, because I think that a kid playing basketball, whether a boy or a girl, they know kind of mama's going to be there. But having mom and dad there, give them a different type of energy. Like if Carter's mom not able to make it to his game, and the energy is not the same. I don't know what it is about both parents doing that shit, but AAU moms are crazy because the daddy not there to maybe say, no, let him, he gonna be all right. Don't hurt my motherfucking baby. That type of shit they be yelling. And they be ready to fight too. They be ready to fight. I beat a bitch. Like, this is real time. And I'm in Atascocita. And it's going down out there. Think about what's going on in the hood of America, in Third Ward, South Park. They about to cut each other at these football games. This shit is real. Niggas is gambling on the kids.
Facts.
I definitely have gambled on an AAU game without question. Man. I've gambled on a track meet and AAU game.
Track meets is wild.
Another thing, people be so surprised that I'm at the game or that I show up for like PTO meetings.
Is it because you dress like that? I mean, I would be shocked if someone came in a zipped up turtleneck to the game, bro. Like, I'd be like, yo, is he a scout for Microsoft? Like, what is he?
A recruiter.
Are you
recruiting
for ADT? Like,
yeah. Man, that's crazy, bro.
AAU tournaments are wild. First of all, let me get my little beef off with grassroots basketball. Okay. Man. Two things. First thing, it's too pricey for me to go watch my son play.
Oh, yeah. It's a dub at least.
$50.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's a weekend tournament, you paying $50 for the weekend.
AAU costs too, bro.
Listen to me, man. And two, dads, your son is not going to the NBA.
Man, that hurts, bro. Like, some of them dads their son is going. Like, look at LeVar. LeVar got he 3 for 3.
John, please ice on me real quick. Dad, your son is not going to the NBA. So I say that to say, let's repurpose our energy with AAU basketball. Let's stop chasing the NBA. Let's stop chasing Division I scholarships. Let's stop chasing all of that shit. And let's use the sport to teach our boys lessons that go beyond just in between the lines.
Silk want them to get ready for the Navy.
No,
bro, he want to get ready to be serviceman.
I want you to get ready to be a good person because basketball teaches you that. It teaches you how to be a leader. It teaches you how to follow leadership. It teaches you how to listen to people that don't look like you. It teaches you teamwork.
They're going to the league.
It teaches you how to deal with adversity. Your son ain't going to the league, bro.
Quick question though. Have y'all ever seen a dad teaching his son who ain't got shit? And he trying to teach him and he ain't got shit?
I definitely.
You gotta, man, you gotta sit your ass down. Stop doing that. Man, take little folks about this whole, man.
Yeah, I saw Dad try to do a left-handed layup one day at the 24 in Pearland, and I just put my hand on his shoulder.
He like Joel Osteen.
Hey, brother. Come here, man. Let me talk to you.
I said, hey, man, you ain't got to do this today. Like, your son is better than you already. He's 12. You've never done anything. You had a son. Congratulations. Bro. You won the gene pool. Yeah, but, it doesn't work that way.
We just, and I think it's just and I hate getting too serious on here, but it's like a microcosm of our community, man. Like, we looking for like that get rich quick one way out. Like, there's no other option except for if I make it in entertainment or sports.
I mean, how else are we gonna get rich though? Like, let's be real. What in our community, the majority of now we don't see all the business people,
right?
Because they're not up front. But the majority of people that you see are wealthy are athletes and entertainers.
Yeah.
I think for us as a community to not necessarily get rich, but to be in a place where we're not struggling, we got to share information.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think the biggest thing that we falter in as a black community is we don't share information.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
Let's just say this podcast signs for $100,000 with somebody.
I'm not telling.
We're not gonna tell anybody.
Of course not.
So now that next Houston pod
they're signing for $8,000.
and they go in that same room, they don't know the measuring stick because we didn't share that information. And now you've kind of it kind of goes to where Drake is right now. Like he was the cash cow. He's getting all of this attention and money and all of these things. He's not sharing the information with everybody else. Like we just kind of hold on to it, and it feeds into one at a time. Like only one of us at a time.
Nah, I don't disagree with that. I was joking about not because I do share information.
Yeah.
So I was joking about the 100,000 example. I'm gonna be mad if someone get 110. But that's okay.
No,
you know what I'm saying? We got
work harder.
We gonna figure out how to work harder. Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
I'm
gonna figure out how to do more.
I got a stat.
You got a stat?
I got a stat.
Hold on, Phil.
Hold on.
You got a sweater and a stat.
Yo, you are an educator.
My man got a sweater.
You got a stat.
Turtleneck sweater and a stat.
23% of children in the U.S. live in single-parent households. Out of that 23%, half of them black. More than half.
Damn. Now you just made me sad.
I
thought you was gonna give me a better stat.
That is some sad shit.
Fam, I thought about every little black boy that's looking at that door while they at the free throw line, wait for their daddy.
He's not coming. Dad is not coming.
He's not coming.
He's not coming. He's with some hoes.
That nigga ain't coming, bro.
UOT.
Hey, shoot your free throw, fam.
Yeah, hey, matter of fact, put the camera on me. Hey, 23%, half of those are young black men who dad ain't showing up. Use that fuel. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a book. Read it. Shoot your jump shots a little, and get a little aggressive. Break a sweat before 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like, get off the video game. Go do something great with your life to spite this man.
Stop looking at that door.
Where's he at?
Bro.
Where's this dad at?
He with the hoes,
bro.
man.
He is definitely with the women.
That's
like,
the
he is definitely with the women.
saddest shit ever, though. I can't lie, though. I do love being with my little dog. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all get the pleasure of, well, at one point, y'all had the pleasure of being with y'all kids every single day.
Too soon,
I ain't
Phil.
never have that pleasure, though.
Too soon.
Oh, for real. Y'all niggas. Hello,
I
fuck.
miss my kids. All right, man.
Man, I'm going to bring y'all my kids. I'm telling you right now, if I brought y'all the
we
baby
should
girl.
do a kid swap.
Absolutely not. My daughter, y'all are going to want to throw her off to George R. Brown. I'm telling you right now. She is insane, bro.
One.
Yeah,
I met Carter. He cool in a bitch.
Y'all can get the oldest one. She cool.
Yeah.
She gonna come through, just read. She ain't gonna like call them. But that young one, bro.
Man.
That young one. We went to Dick's Sporting Goods. This is all getting cut out, I guess. Anyway, we passed the segment. We went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and I was like, "Yo, what?" She kind of ran away from me. Tell me why she was climbing into the basketball things where all the balls. And I got a picture of it because I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like, she got up on it and she getting ready to dive in it, and I should have let her. And then Child Protective Services would have got me, but I should have let her though.
Remember on Big Mama's house, that kid, he used to climb on shit and fall from a...
That's his dog.
Bro, that shit funny. Bro.
But how to stay involved with your kids, don't. I encourage you to allow your kids to be free-range kids.
Free range. Just do what you want to do. I don't care.
I don't care. Be free-range kids. You're going to be better off for it. You're going to be better off for it. Bro, when we grew up, it was different. Yeah. I was watching myself probably by 7.
I had a house key.
By 7.
I had the alarm code. I knew how to make dinner.
You had an alarm? Damn, you was wealthy.
Dinner?
Hey, we moved out the hood now.
Yeah,
dinner.
Okay.
We made it out the hood.
I didn't know what dinner was till I was 22. Dinner. Man, what's that, folks?
By 10 years old, I'm all that, man. I would not trust my kid with me in the house to do anything.
Nah, by 7, I was by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, my
It's a
older
little
brother,
different,
Rollo,
Mhm.
he was like thugging at that point. So he was like, yo, I'm leaving. I'm going to thug at 13.
But-
You staying at home.
Hey.
The other thing, getting back to the AAU parents, which I don't know how we got to where we at
Because
right
we're
now.
great podcasters.
Yeah, we do.
Excellent.
We do it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Do you feel like some of these dads are living like vicariously through their child? Like,
Oh, for sure. For sure. So you can tell the difference between a dad that's just into teaching his son
mhm.
and a dad that's like, I want him to do what I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying?
What does that look like?
That energy is different. That energy is like the dad that just really into it. Come on, we worked on that, son. Shit that I do. That's what I be doing on my shit. It's just like I'm just trying to be passionate about what I'm showing him. The dad that's trying to live through him, God damn, motherfucker. Like that's what he doing he over there, he's stumping. His energy is just high. You know what I'm saying? He is hell bent on after the game. He done scored. The kid done scored 30 points. He grabbing him by his ear and shit. Come on, bring your ass in here. Like that type of shit, bro. Like it's parents out there that's like that.
Yeah, and I think that runs a risk of you run them away from the game.
Yeah,
it's not fun no more.
Kids be burnt out.
And that be my biggest thing with like I haven't trained. I tried to train my boys one time. They didn't take it serious enough, so I stepped back because I know how I am when I'm in that mode, in coach mode. So y'all not ready for that shit. So I just step back and I give my little 2 cents here and there. I'ma yell because I'm passionate about the game. But after the game, hey man, you should have did this. You could have did this. We gonna work on that. But yeah, all the demeaning them and putting them down. I've seen dads out there. I tell a kid, good game. Don't lie to him. He played like shit. It's like,
crazy,
like
bro.
he did some good things. Like he's 10.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
You ain't eating tonight.
I hope you know you ain't eating tonight.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no dinner.
Yeah, I want my daughter to cry. Like, she needs to be making herself proud. Like, what are you doing? So, this episode again is now brought to you by the Poor Horsemen, because this is a segment that you could have your ad placement here. We are encouraging you to check us out and possibly give us that $100,000. I think we can get Phil new turtlenecks. We can
unlimited
turtlenecks. You know what I'm saying?
Turtlenecks.
We can get Silk new hats, all colors of LA hats. He ain't even been to LA. We can get him all colors of LA hats.
I've been twice.
And y'all can get me new button ups that go all the way to the top because I'm struggling right now, so I need some new ones. But
a 7-iron.
We'll be back. All right, so fellas, y'all know. I'm a Houston transplant. And the one thing that everybody used to tell me that I need to look forward to was the rodeo. Unfortunately, the rodeo is trash. It's one of the worst 30 days of my life. The traffic sucks.
Camera on him.
It's the same thing over and over and over. And how many times can you eat a fried cheese corn dog? Like, it's insane, bro. And to be honest, y'all ain't got the Cowboys of color. That's what really is good. The Cowboys of color in Oklahoma is way better than anything y'all do on Black Heritage Night here in Houston. Like, I'm just being real, man. Like, the rodeo is not what y'all think it is. Now, I'm going to be at the rodeo. I got to show up. But it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do y'all feel about the rodeo? As you're not a Houstonian, so let me go to Phil.
Yeah,
how do you feel?
Man, I love the rodeo.
We went last year and you wasn't saying that.
I love the rodeo, though. The rodeo cool. I like to see people dressed up in their boots and, the ladies specifically. Be specific about that. I like to see them dressed up in their boots, little tight jeans on, you know what I'm saying? I love the rodeo. And it's good food there. Women bouncing around that joint. It's a beautiful thing. What is not to like about the rodeo?
Bro,
besides the traffic.
It's not good, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's still not good. Like, there's nothing good about the rodeo. Like, have you even went to the rodeo?
Yo.
Or you only went to the carnival? Because
Now,
there's a
what's up?
difference. Did you ever go watch them buck cows and shit?
Yes, I watched the mutton.
What?
What is it?
The mutton, but the
Man,
kids.
I
The
ain't
kids
watching
was
The mutton
tackling
busting?
sheep.
Yeah, I ain't
You
watching
ain't done.
that.
Have you ever done the
Mutton busting.
lassoing?
Yeah.
Nah,
You ain't been to the rodeo
Yeah,
then.
been
nah,
to
we
the
ain't
rodeo.
gonna
Most
do
black
that.
people in Houston ain't been to the actual rodeo.
We
I'm
don't want
not
to.
from
We
Houston.
going to
I've been-
Bun being friends, bro.
But that's
Now,
that's a
To
concert.
be fair, the time that I saw the actual rodeo, I was there for Black Heritage Night, and it was just like kind of like the opener.
Man, you got to be there. You got to be there for Luke Bryant
Nah, I'm
and
not
the
there for that.
mutton
Hell nah.
busting
I'm not there for
concert.
them.
Nah,
I'm
Why
not
not?
there for them.
Then you're not going to the rodeo.
Bro,
I
they
went
give out-
on one night, the night that was meant for me, the Black Heritage Night. All
They
that
get,
other
and
white
they get
ass
them
shit that's
tickets
going
out for
on.
free.
Have y'all ever been to the Cowboys of Color?
I don't
Those are
even
like
know
real
what that is.
cowboys.
I'm from the Midwest. I don't know.
Cowboys.
Well,
Boys
you're
of
not
color.
black enough. The Cowboys of Color
What that
are
is.
real rodeos. It's a
I don't
real
like- I
rodeo.
don't like
Where they
because
be at?
They be in Oklahoma.
So you
They
gonna take
be in.
us?
I'll take y'all. We can go to the Cowboys of Color.
Come on.
Like,
I
it's a
gotta see the
real
Cowboys
thing.
of Color.
and they CO's cock. Nah, I ain't fucking with them boy.
Huh?
COC.
Co-
Wild boys.
Hey,
Nah,
Phil,
I
you
can't
a
roll with
wild
them
boy,
niggas, man.
man.
Them some wild boys.
He ain't going
man.
to see the cock, bro.
Nah. And you know, niggas like to abbreviate shit.
Oh.
CO, nah, I ain't with that. Then they got jackets. I know they got jackets. Boots.
It's
Cock
like-
on the side. No. Niggas got Letterman's with a C on it. Big C. Nah, I ain't fucking with that shit. Fuck. Screwsty, you feel me?
I fuck with the as an out of towner.
Cowboys of color.
As
Hell
a
no.
transplant, I fuck with the rodeo.
I know
But
you
you've
shit
never
ain't
been.
I have. That shit ain't nothing but the state fair. with
But
some
you've never.
cows
But
and
Phil
shit.
has never been to the actual rodeo.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not
They-
going
The
to that
blacks of
bullshit.
Houston have never went to they've never went inside and measured cows.
They ain't been to NRG.
You ain't never seen the hogs. Like, have you ever done that?
Did
Have
you
you
go
ever?
to the
Were you
convention
in
center?
4-H in high school? Did you do that?
Oh, who?
4-H.
I barely was at the
I mean, he was at
Man,
school.
I barely had to go to
He
school.
went to school for
bro.
practice. That's it.
That's
For practice and for games.
That teacher used to say, "Baby, just go to the back of the room and lay down." And we playing like Booker T or
man got a
Milby.
whole
Baby, just
college
go get you
degree.
some rest for tonight.
It was laying
Man,
down.
I ain't have to do nothing.
You never did no ag classes.
Absolutely not. I didn't know what an ad was till I was 20.
And see, that's why the rodeo is trash. Because the people like him who only want to go
like
with
the
his
rodeo.
Bun
I
B,
like the rodeo.
Scarface,
Man,
ESG,
them-
UGK,
Yeah.
Listen.
Tila. Like, why you
Tila is
only want to go
insane,
with
bro.
Tila performing
I
at
was
the
in the
rodeo?
club showing up.
And shaking that ass in the
Tila is
club,
hard,
nigga.
bro.
There was this bitch that I knew.
Man,
that
that's
fucking
one of the
ATL.
hardest verses.
song, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
Hey,
bro.
Now, if Tila was mutton busting, I'ma go.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That is a
Yeah.
real rodeo.
Hell no.
Hey, the cookout is the highlight of the rodeo.
But that
anyway.
shouldn't be the
Beautiful thing.
rodeo
That's-
either.
that's
That's a
that's the
beautiful thing.
cookout.
And there's not enough food at the cookout. I
And
was
it's
so
bad
mad,
food.
bro.
Like, I went to the cookout one time. I was expecting some fire shit, and it was mid as hell.
Now you may have went to the wrong tent because we
Yeah,
was
I
at the
was
Jack
at a few
Daniels tent.
tents.
We was at the Jack Daniels tent. They had.
Yeah,
Hey,
Jack Daniels.
now the problem was
Tennessee.
the line was too long because I'd like to get like 9 plates. So after about like
Fat-ass nigga
third,
here, man.
the dude kept looking at me strange like, yeah, bro, I want more. Like, what do you look
I
at me?
bought my
Nah,
wristband, bro. Give me
Yeah,
some
give me
more
as
brisket.
many of these
Yeah.
chicken quarters as you can give me.
Oh,
I
chicken
want
quarters.
9 chicken quarters. That's the only reason why I'm going to the rodeo.
Hey, two-
funnel cakes. Oh my
Yeah, I
Ah,
don't
funnel
eat funnel
cakes.
cakes though.
Okay.
I don't do
the
that.
fried cheesecake.
Why would y'all do that to your body?
bro.
The same reason you put
different.
3/4 pounders
That's
in your body.
that's
in
actual
every
nutrition.
McDonald's serving.
There's actual cholesterol in that. You
See,
only eat
now
straight
yours-
sugar.
Now yours is every day. Mine is once
Huh?
every year
In February.
in March.
In
like, like
When does the rodeo start again?
spring break.
Can we
What
do
is
a field trip to the rodeo till I can take y'all to the actual rodeo? Not
Oh
not Bun B and
it? I'll
friends.
go.
Okay.
I'll put on some boots. I'm gonna
Okay,
wear some
patrons, will y'all
overalls,
come
though.
with us? Can we do a field trip to the rodeo? Sponsored by me.
Mm.
I'll sponsor it.
I'm down
Can
for
we
some
do
free
that?
shit.
Man.
Phil, you got to wear that custom turtleneck. I need a custom turtleneck.
Yeah, Houston Livestock and Rodeo show on the back of it. Simo,
Yeah, can
Josh,
you make him a custom
Phil a
turtleneck
a custom cowboy dickie?
and custom boots? Now, I want a custom cowboy dickie for real. Like, I would wear that.
I want a cowboy hat with them jewels he be putting on them stocking caps. No cap.
Nah, that's fire.
That'd be
That's
alright.
fire.
And just for reference, the rodeo is March 4th through the 25th. What day is Black Night? What day is Black
Well, I
Heritage?
think it's
Can someone?
birthday, whatever his birthday.
The 17th
Bun B
is
and
Black
Friends.
Night.
What is he?
The 7th.
What y'all think he gonna do this year? Like, what else can he do?
He better
He's
not
done
bring Drake.
so much. Now, hold on. Beyonce had this announcement that she was gonna announce, but she didn't because of the fires in LA. Do we think that announcement could have been that she may be performing
The rodeo.
at the rodeo? Is that not the coup de grace to this album that she put out?
I don't think so. I don't think the rodeo is big enough for what she's doing.
No, hell no.
I don't think it's big enough for what she's doing. I mean, because you can't go from halftime on an Amazon Prime game to one of 4 acts at Black Night.
But what I'm saying is that I don't think it's anything to feed anything about her or her legacy or anything like that. Like she's already beat. Why not come back home for the rodeo? I put this country album out. I didn't perform it last year. Let me perform a couple songs for Bun B and them.
So she really like keeping it hood.
Why not?
With this
You already got all the bread. You already got all the accolades.
I mean,
the fame.
I love that idea, but I would prefer to see Megan Thee Stallion perform that one song that she been performing on that video with the crop top. That's what I prefer to see at the rodeo.
I don't give a damn what she's performing.
I just want to see.
I just want to
Meg.
see her. You feel me? Yeah, I just want to see her in action, man.
Hey,
That's
man.
crazy, bro. Megan Thee Stallion, bro.
Hey,
That's
man.
a hell of a name, bro. If you really think about that.
In what way?
Talk to the camera, Phil.
Nah, I ain't talking to me.
not-
Ain't she with bro that was sending the other whole flowers,
I-
man?
It's your chance of Dirty Mac, brother.
Nah, my bad. Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
He just did it. He just dirty. That's literally
Nah, we
dirty
had to talk
macking.
about it. It was news. But yeah, nah.
Well, look, this has been episode 332 of the Poor Horsemen. I appreciate Phil taking off from his job as a recruiter for a technology company.
You do like you work in Silicon Valley right now, bro.
Silk, I appreciate you losing your voice last night with the ladies of faces, the 40 plus. You know, you in there.
Shout out to the 35
You
and
know,
up.
no, they 40. 40 plus at faces. And I just appreciate me being a great black. And that's been episode 332. We out.